Hey, this is John McClure from Featured Photog, and today we're going to go over the Clients Plus Tracker from Featured Photog. So this is the welcome page that you'll come to after you open the file that you download. And if you note down at the bottom, we've got the Welcome tab. And if you look at the bottom, we've got a few tabs. We have the Dashboard, Inquiries, Clients, and Vendor. The Vendor tab is just something that's kind of nice to keep track of, whether you meet a vendor at a wedding or just in person. It's a great place to just keep track of them and categorize them as needed. The next tab is Clients. Obviously, you need to keep track of your clients. So basically, once an inquiry becomes a client, they'll be added to this sheet. You just simply place the date that they became a client, because we want to know what months they take place in for future references. Also, something that I've added to this is the Wedding and Shoot tab. Just as simple, is this a wedding or is this a shoot? You can change these by coming over here to the U column, and you can change those if you want. Next is the name, email, phone, and address. Basically just standard information. And then also the type of session that it was. Was it a seniors or engagement, newborn? And these are over here. In case you wanted to make any changes. Inside this gray is where the list is pulled. And then lastly, the amount. This is the Inquiries tab, which is, I think, completely necessary when you're keeping track of your clients, because you also want to know who is curious, who is interested, and who can you turn into a client. So basically, you just want to keep track of name, email, phone number. That way you can follow up when needed. And that's the big key about this column, the follow-up column. It has conditional formatting on here to place your date in here of when you need to keep track of them. So the next follow-up date that we have is for Joe Malley. Actually, we're late on that one, and thus this column, this cell, turned red. It's late. When you delete it, it goes back to normal. Shelly Swanson is the next follow-up. That's just a fictitious name. We need to follow up with them on 12/28, which is today. Once we follow up, we'll send that email. Go ahead and click here. It'll open up. And then you can go ahead and delete that cell, and then you're good to go. As far as future dates, they don't light up as anything because that time is not yet close enough to worry about those. And notes for any additional notes. So once again, just to show you that the conditional formatting does work, is if, for example, we needed to follow up 12/14, that's just a few days away. The cushion is 3 days. Then it'll light up yellow as in, yes, we need to. Then if we ever pull this sheet up and we are past, it'll light up as red, as in, hey, are you sure? Or if you haven't, you're late and you need to. And then once you do follow up and you don't need an additional follow-up, just go ahead and delete and save that as blank. The last part is the dashboard. Extremely simple. And basically it's just a way to see all your inquiries, conversions, clients, and vendors. It's all just in one spot. But basically, the Inquiries tab right here, it'll tell you the conversion rate. Currently, we have 3 inquiries on this sheet, and 1 of them became a client. And that about wraps it up for the Clients Plus Tracker, brought to you by FeaturedPhotog.com.